friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I am very excited because I got my hands on newest Burberry release. They released their spring collection. I was able to hunt this palette down and we're going to be talking all about it, doing some swatches, do makeup looks for you and everything. So if that sounds fun and this is first time here, I'm Gigi. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I do hope you subscribe for more beauty content by clicking on that button that says subscribe, and also come to my Instagram because over there I keep you posted on new makeup sales, makeup releases, everything like that. So let's just go ahead and get started. Alrighty friends, so let's begin. And on today's video, as mentioned, I was able to get my hands on newest Burberry release. So they released their spring collection. As far as I could see, they have a mascara and they have two liquid lipsticks, and then they released this palette. We're going to be talking all about this baby today. I didn't pick up the other items. This is the first time that I'm gonna try Burberry makeup, and so I wanted to, you know, just dip my toes on it and see if I like it or not, because they're very pricey. I was able to find this palette at the Hudson Bay, so if you're Canadian, then you know where to find it. I bought it online. It retailed for 115 Canadian dollars, and I haven't seen these on Burberry's official site. I know they do have the liquid lips because I saw them yesterday, but the palette, it is still pending. So this is their spring collection, as I mentioned, and as soon as it launches in the US, I'm gonna make sure to link it for you if you're interested. But for now, as I said, Hudson Bay is where it's at. I couldn't find it anywhere else. This is called the Color Clash Spring 2021 collection, and the palette is called Burberry Runway Eye Palette. This exclusive palette holds 9 highly pigmented shades in matte, shimmer, and metallic finishes, perfect for creating customizable looks. The timeless brown and burgundy hues are paired with vibrant gold and vermilion red to create a multitude of Burberry beauty looks. Coated with an advanced powder technology, the pigments of the 3 formulas combine, contrasting ultra-sensorial texture with the maximum color payoff for lasting hold. The shimmer shades create a silky base, and the metallic texture melts from powder to fluid on your skin. Guys, this is very nice quality palette. I am over the moon impressed on the pigmentation of this palette. I was not expecting this at all, so I already gave it away. I am going to jump into the application portion. So we're going to be creating 2 makeup looks, and of course we're going to be doing some swatches. If you have any questions at the end, you guys, do not hesitate to just ask below if you have any comparisons that you want me to do. When it comes to comparisons, I don't think I have anything quite like this in my collection, so I didn't feel the need to go grabbing, you know, every single palette in my collection, because that was gonna be just wild. I love the color story of this palette. This is absolutely me. It is very neutral, as you can see, but you're going to see when I swatch it that it has a few pop-up colors that are very impressive. So without much talking, let's just move on to the portion application, and then we're gonna come back for final thoughts. Alright friends, so let's begin. So sad, I dug 2 of my nails in the palette. In all fairness, it was actually going to fall to the floor, so I needed to grab for it real quick, and that's why this happened. Anyways, I'm talking too much. I am going to begin with this matte here. I'm gonna apply this one all over my lid, and then I'm going to dig into this one and concentrate that shade onto my outer V. Oh, and I thought this was a beige color. It is actually a transition shade. You can see that it gives me a little bit of sort of like a brown color. Then I'm gonna go into this one, and I'm going to apply that in my outer V, and I'm gonna run it all over my my crease. And this color blended really nicely. You saw it builds up quite okay. No patchiness. Really nice. It feels really creamy to my brush, so that's nice. Then I'm going to go ahead and pick this shade, and I'm going to apply it in my outer V. Maybe I drag it all over my lid. Well, that's beautiful. Let me just apply that over my lid. These deep wine shades are totally like my shades, and this looks very pretty. It has good pigment to it, and I'm doing these shades dry. I don't think that it needs, you know, extra help with wetting my brush. These are very soft. So this is what that shade looks like all over the lid. I think it's beautiful. It was really soft, and it just applied nicely. Now I do want to, I'm cleaning off my brush here. I'm gonna go into the lighter shade here, and I'm gonna apply it in my inner corner for some brightening. And now I'm actually curious to see what they would look like if I wet them. So I'm going to go ahead and wet my brush a little bit. And I'm gonna go into the lighter shade that I was using. And I'm going to just apply it there. Oh yeah. Did you see that? Very beaming and pigmented. I'm gonna apply it with my finger, and look at this pigment. So with your fingers, it really builds up even more than with a wet brush, I feel like. And this is beautiful. This purpley shade is also me. I love it. Now I am going to apply just that same shade all over my lower lash. Then for my other look, I do want to use this the copper shade and the gold one. So I am going to try, this brown, and I'm gonna apply it all over my outer V. I know it has some shimmer, but it's okay. Usually these shimmers are very soft for you know, to apply them in your outer corner when they're shimmery browns, and they look pretty though. So I don't really necessarily need a matte, you know, in this situation. I don't feel like. And this is a beautiful shade, very easy to diffuse because it's a shimmery shade. Really no problems there. I'm going to wipe my brush dry here, and I'm going to apply the copper shade, so the middle guy. I'm going to apply it all over my lid. We're going to do it dry first. Oh, these are pigmented. Look at that. These are nice, you guys. I am so surprised. I don't know why. For some reason I thought this is gonna be just classy and you know, just really not pigmented, but these are pretty. And now I am going to take the brush. I just wiped it clean. Now I'm gonna take the gold. I'm gonna apply it here in my inner corner. I won't take it too far, just a little bit here. And this is also really pigmented and pretty. I want to take the brown, the matte one, and I'm gonna just diffuse everything. Hey guys, so these are the two looks I created. I am going to just apply mascara and then we come back to do swatches and just talk all of this stuff. Okay friends, so makeup is completed and I did a little bit of brown liner as usual on my upper and lower lash and then just mascara. Alright friends, so now let's talk a palette, and I have to say I am very pleasantly surprised. When I saw that Burberry was coming with their spring collection, I actually haven't tried anything from the line. I've seen a palette that looks just like this but is a face palette with contour and blushes and highlighters. I skipped on that one because I just didn't like the bronzer in them. The tones were too red or just too light, so I just kept on those. Then when I saw that they released a spring collection, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna try their eyeshadows and just give them a go and see what I think. And these are beautiful. They performed really nicely. You saw very pigmented. If you apply it with your fingers, you're gonna get a lot more. I thought that the looks that I was gonna create were gonna be really soft and glam and sophisticated, those kind of eyes. No, this is very pigmented. So of course you can just sheer it down as you saw at the beginning. If you just apply with dry brush, you're not gonna get a ton of pigmentation, but you do. So you just apply them dry if you don't want it too much. I tend to gravitate towards coppery shades like these, gold shades like this, and then berry shades like these. Those are like my favorite kind of like tones in shadows, and they're all in here. I wish we had a more deeper brown to just deepen out the outer V, like if you want more dimension on your look. I think that this gives it to you, but it is a shimmery shade, so it isn't going to be matte. So out of the 9 shades in here, I didn't get to use 2 of them. This is one of them, which I'm really curious to see how it looks. To me, this looks like a one shadow and done kind of situation. So I'm excited to continue to play with this palette. We're going to be just doing swatches right now. I'm gonna show you what they look like. In here you get metallic, shimmers, and mattes. That's the description that they give you. You don't get any glittery shades in here. So here we go. I am going to work my way up, right, and then down. So this is the first shade. Wow, I didn't even use that one. I used this one in my inner corner on my look number 1, and you saw it was very pigmented. Then this is 2, which is one of the shades that I didn't get to use. It looks like a beautiful brown shade. Then you get these, oh, they're so soft, you guys, to the touch and to like swatch them. They're amazing. They just feel like a cream. Then I'm moving my way down to the second row. That's the first brown in the second row. Then we have the copper shade, which I applied all over my lid. Are you seeing this pigmentation? Then we have the matte brown, which is so soft, you guys. Can you see that? It just glides like that. Then we have this shade here that I didn't think it had much pigment, but it does. This is gonna be your mixing shade. You can, if you have lighter complexion, you can totally use it as a crease shade or just to blend the look. That's the one that I have all over my lid here. And last but not least, we have the gold shade, which is so soft. Look at this. Look at these swatches, friends. You could totally see that this one is one of those really intense shimmer shades that they have here, and then the gold. I had to touch them again because they look a little bit crumbly now that I swatched them, but it is because they're just so soft. You guys. Alright friends, there you go. That's the proof of the pigmentation. As I mentioned on the description on this palette, you guys, they are talking about a melting powder to fluid, and I truly feel like those shades must be the gold and the mid-tone here. These are just truly soft shades. They just feel like you're touching a cream, and those are the ones that after I swatched them, they like I had to go over them again because they had a little bit of crumbles at top. So these are very, very delicate shades. I really like how compact this palette is. I think it's very travel friendly. I think it is really sturdy. In my box, it came loose, like just this on their box with no paper wrapping or anything. When I opened my box, I was mortified. I thought that they were broken. I thought my heart was like racing. And as soon as I opened it, I was so surprised that nothing happened. But I'm so glad nothing happened. Point is, these are very soft, very delicate, but even though they are, I think that this package, it is steady enough where they are protected. Package is very substantial. It isn't heavy, but you can feel the weight on the package. This is just stunning. I mean, these golden all throughout here, and then you have all the shades at the top, of course, with, you know, the names. You get 20 grams of product in the palette, and you get an 18-month shelf life, and these are made in Italy. All right friends, and that's it for now. Everything that's on my face is gonna be linked below, including the palette if I'm able to find it. I was pretty sure I couldn't find it on Burberry's site, but if I do when it's released, because this isn't in the US, I don't think yet, I'll make sure to link it for you if you're interested and if you want to take a look. Thanks so much you guys for your love. Let me know, what do you think of this palette? What do you think of the swatches? What do you think of my makeup look? Everything. Any thoughts? Any opinions? They're all welcome. If you tried Burberry, what are your thoughts on the brand? What do you think I need to try from them? I know they have complexion products, but I always look to this side because they're so pricey, so I don't want to go, you know, digging into that rabbit hole, but you can let me know still and I'll think about it. As usual, thank you so much for your love and support. Do not forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye friends.